In this slide, we will look at the objectives. The objectives is to study about the diversity of grass species at study area and to study about the percentage of grass coverage at study area. Now, we will look at the research questions. There are two research questions. The first one is how to identify the diversity of grass species at study area. The second research question is how to identify the percentage of grass coverage at study area.
Next, we have sampling method. For pre, first we have to sketch 20 squares on a paper and randomize the number on each square from 1 to 20. Second, use random generated from the internet to generate phone numbers to observe the quadrat as shown in figure 1. Third, at the side, measure the 4 times 10 meters study area using measuring tape. 4. Mark the site with nails or sticks by hammering it into the ground. And 5. Tie the rope around the nails or sticks and secure it to make sure it's straightened. Using the pictures taken, count the number of grass inside the quadrants and record the data into a table. Then, calculate the density and frequency of the data using the formula provided. Density is equal to the number of individuals over study area. Frequency equal to the number of quadrants in which species occurs over number of quadrant examined.
This is the list of study area that will be conducted by our group member in our respective region. All of our members have been choose a field to conduct the fieldwork. We choose this study area based on the requirement need of the research, the safety and the area of place. This is the list of materials that we will be need during the fieldwork. Nail or chopstick or branch, hammer, rope, measuring tape, stationery, paper, camera, and stapler.
The following are the sampling method for quadrant and belt transect sampling. During quadrant sampling, first of all, measure 2 times 2 meter quadrant in the side area and mark it with rope tied to nails or stick. Then, make 30 grid inside the quadrant. Secondly, choose a quadrant to start sampling with the randomized number on sketch paper earlier. And lastly, observe and snap a picture of the randomized quadrant. For belt transect sampling, make a straight row across the side area to make 4 consecutive 1 times 1 meter quadrant with rope tied to nails or sticks. Then, observe the quadrants to start sampling and snap a picture of the quadrants.
Health and safety precautions. Hazard: tree stumps and uneven ground. Risk: foot injuries. Control: appropriate footwear to be worn. No running allowed. Keep working areas tidy and first aid kit present on site. Hazard: contact with plants and other natural materials. Risk: cuts and scratches. Control: students advised to wear appropriate clothing. Any poisonous plants identified before activity. Students made aware of potential harmful plants. Warned not to touch fungi. Wash hands after touching the fieldwork area and use antiseptic wipes. Hazard: general litter and waste. Risk of cuts. Control: good hygiene. Avoid touching face with hands. Provide gloves, wipes. Clear visible litter before activity. Safely dispose sharp items such as glass and nails. Hazard: dogs. Risk of injury and anxiety. Control: students advised about how to behave when dogs are present and students are not to approach or touch animals met on site. Last hazard: hot weather. Risk: sunburn, dehydration and heat stroke. Control: weather forecast checked before activity. Students to wear sunscreen and hats and plenty of water are available.
Time management Gantt chart. So this is the time frame that we have decided for our one-day fieldwork. At 9 a.m. we are going to prepare for the fieldwork. 10 a.m. we are going to visit to the site. 11 a.m. we are going to check the site and prepare materials for the sampling. At 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. we are going to conduct the quadrant sampling, and at 3 p.m. it is the break time. And then we continue our transact sampling at 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. Then at 7 p.m. we are going to clean up the site and pack up our things and continue with the data analysis process.